crazy. When you need to keep crack, who you gonna call? Astro rhyme unit, put you on a pedestal. FSP, new astrological facts. You'll be time in the dyslexic pack. Psychologically breaking down all the elements. Express link to the stars of intelligence. We had a team with a blast. So puffin' ass. Jackie the facts, we ain't settling for less. And you can count on closure. Cause every day the conclusion getting closer. Getting closer, eyes closer. That's why you need the color crown unit. Astro crown unit. Unsolved murderers who do it. We just wanna teach kids skills in our face. We just wanna make kids who do it. Astro crown unit. Unsolved murderers who do it. We just wanna teach kids skills in our face. We just wanna make kids who do it.
Love you, Junior.
Junior going crazy.
How you doing? It's your boy Astro coming at you today with another beautiful day. As you know, today we do another Ask Astro. This is where we look at that, look at that sound. That sounds so clear. That's a serious echo. Oh, that's why. I got the echo on. But yeah, it's good to have y'all. How y'all doing on my Facebook, my YouTube, my family?
I love you guys. I just love you guys. It's just so good to have y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just pretty good to have you guys with me. I don't know, that was my inner child just busted out. Y'all heard it? My inner child was just like, hey, how y'all doing? I love y'all. Finally, I could be able to see my Facebook comments and my YouTube comments at the same time. That's exciting, you know. That's really exciting for me because it was sort of annoying going from one to the next. Now today we are, going to be focusing, but I like to talk my talk. I like to mention things that I posted on my Instagram and Facebook, on my YouTube, which is the last post I made was about spirit animals. I was asked the question, what inspired you, where you get that information from, and all sorts of stuff. Hold on. Open Studios. What's going on here? They was just asking me stuff like, where you get that information from. Some was like, damn, it is so crazy. I be having dreams about these stuff. How the hell did you know? And I'm like, that's just, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that, Not all the time I get an opportunity to know how things come out. But I know that it just is what it is. It is what it is. Actually, started off with my own spirit animals, and then went along with it. All right. Hey, let me. I remember I could have put your chats on the page so I could be able to see. I'm gonna have to take a look, see how I could get that done, so I could highlight like your chat. That's what I want to know. How to highlight the chat. That's it. Once I get that down packed, we're gonna be good from there. Also, I'm gonna have a series of different posts this week that is gonna educate you on parts of astrology that you probably never knew about. I like it. I like teaching you about astrology. I know a lot of people like to hear about past lives and Akashic records, and I also have some series for you about that as well. It's also tied to astrology. Able to get the information from the Akashic records, which is where I get most of my information from. You know, it's an amazing place in your own subconscious mind, in our collective, that we can grab information from and actually use it. And our life come out pretty normal. Even if it doesn't, if we are experiencing some sort of turmoil, the knowing that that turmoil is going to happen makes the turmoil a little bit more digestible. Makes it easy for you to, absorb. So knowledge is power. And knowledge turns into action, turns into wisdom. So I pass knowledge so that you can be wise, so you can be completely wise. Right? This is about you, and that's the report. All right, so we had a few persons who came on last time. They were supposed to do their their questions. Right. So if you are online, send a message so I can see. All right. Send a message so I can see. If you did, I can't see. I cannot see you. All right. So you got to make sure. Let me know that I'm missing your question. All right. It's a beautiful day to have you guys. I think it's Javane Taylor. Hey, Javane. Yes. Send me a message on Messenger so that I can get to your question. I know that you asked the question before. All right. And that you did. Oh, also, we have uh, Valeria. Valeria, if you're here with me as well. Right. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna give a call first with Javane Taylor. Just send me a message, and we'll go from there.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? I got you on
I am
live.
well. Hi.
So I know I missed out on your question the last time.
Yes.
Well, I got you today.
Thank you.
I think it's a question about your son.
Yes, it is.
And how old is your son?
He is 7.
Wait, let me just turn this down a bit. He is 7.
Yes, he's 7.
Hmm. All right. So let me just. I think you did. You send his information?
Yes, I did. I sent it in Messenger.
Okay. So he yes. So yeah, he was born the 18th of February, 2018. Correct.
Yes, February 18th, 2018 at 2:18 a.m. in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. Let me just pull it up. Let me pull that up for you. And let's get to it.
Thank you.
All right. So his name is. Let me see if I can. Because I think you said it. Listen, you gotta spell off. You gotta pronounce that for me.
It's Jamar
And Shamar
Z.
is
Yes.
SZ, right?
Yes, AMAR.
What made you spell it like that? That's like a tongue twister.
That's his. Yeah, that's his father's name.
Wow. So, Shma. Anybody ever tried?
They call him everything. Sizamar, Jammer, whatever they can come up with.
I do like
Sometimes
it.
they even put the Z at the end, and I don't understand that, but they do it.
Yeah, you know, I like to say crazy people do crazy things sometimes. Don't worry about it. All right, he's born 2:18 a.m.
Yes.
in Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
All right, definitely a male.
It
Okay.
was a lot going on that day. He was also 18 inches long. I said 218 and you born on 218 at 218, 18 inches long. It was beautiful. I'm like, okay.
So you got that number in your head, program 18.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Did you ever do his numerology to find out what his life path is?
No, I didn't.
No.
Nope.
It's actually a 22.
Oh wow. Now I have to do a little bit more studying on that one. I know
You
my
see,
life path
your
number.
your son is a master number 22.
You
Uh,
say it again, he's a what?
master number 22.
Okay.
Yeah, that's let me see, 11, 9, 20. Yeah, 22. So he comes into this
Okay.
world a little bit more advanced than most. He's a complete
Yeah.
child, but as you get older, it's going to be visible, predominantly visible. All right,
Okay.
all right. And so tell me the story you were telling me in Messenger about what he did.
When he was 3 years old.
Yes.
My sister was watching him, and he was staring outside of the window, and he took a deep breath. He went, I didn't want to come back here. And my sister, she sat for a second, and then she said, "What did you say?" And he said, "I didn't want to come back here, but God told me I had to. God told me," he said, "God told me I had to. She said I had to take care of my mother," is what he said. He said, "God is a woman." He said, "She said I had to take care of my mother." But he said mom at the time, but yes.
You mean you?
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh wow. At 3 years old, he told you that.
At 3 years old, he told my sister that, and my sister called me, and it instantly brought chills to my body. I was like, wow, like, yeah.
All right, and then also tell me about the story about meat. I think you mentioned it
What? Say it again.
about him and meat, his relationship with meat. You mentioned something about that as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah. He feel he don't really want to eat meat. Like that's the way I have like raised him to eat meat because that's all I've known. I know a little better now, but that's what he been eating. But he really want to eat fruit. Like it disturbed him to eat meat. When he was younger, we talked to him about what it is that he was eating, and he cried. Like I don't want to eat animals anymore. Yeah, but I told him, I let him know. I said, well, whenever you ready to like truly stop, that's up to you. Since this is the way that you eat, I'm not gonna force this on you, but you can definitely change it at any moment when you're ready to. Just let me know because I know that'll help me out a lot more on my vegan journey.
Okay, all right, sounds cool. I wanna pass you on a message, information when it comes to that because I was a vegan for I tell
Okay.
people all the time for 60. I was vegetarian for 2 years, then I went to vegan for 6, and I went to raw vegan for 2, and then I went to back to vegan for another 2 years.
Okay.
Then I went pescatarian
Hmm.
for 6 years. Then I went into eating turkey and chicken based
Okay.
upon my, my blood type and what have you. And I would say that when I went back from, because I had
Hmm.
the same guilt about animals, meat,
Okay.
and I had this premonition, this vision, that these animals. Just the same way how we choose a path of exit, they chose
Uh-huh.
that for our sense of nutrition. Even though we could get nutrition from plants, those plants are also
Yes.
sacrificing themselves as well. So if you really look at
Wow.
it, they're all part of the collective unconscious. You know, some people are like, well, why do we eat the? Some people eat the whole fruit, like the like a carrot. And carrot
Hmm.
doesn't branch off; it does. It's one, and then you have lettuce. You have other plants that don't bear fruit, but they are the food itself.
Yes.
They decided on being that for us, right? So in some way, form, or fashion, or for another animal, because most animals, not a lot of them, are herbivores, right?
Hmm.
So this is something we have to learn to at least to release the guilt and
Yes.
just show appreciation for the sacrifice. So every time you say a prayer or speak into the
Wow.
food, you say, I want to thank you for your sacrifice for my betterment. I truly appreciate you. And I hold you in the high regards. You know, may your
I
collective
never
consciousness,
thought of it that way.
may your energy, may your vibration exceed the one your previous one. Meaning that there, whatever that consciousness is, it goes into something a little bit more higher. So you speak into it as opposed as if you're speaking to a person, but not like a person. You're like a consciousness. So that's how you look at food. That's how you look at meat. That's how you look at when you eat chicken. You literally speak to its essence. That it's okay.
Yes.
I know you were afraid when you made the sacrifice for it,
Yes.
and I want to release that pain and suffering, and I want to show you that I appreciate you, appreciate this physical body that you've chosen to use at that point in time for my betterment, for my enjoyment, and I appreciate you. And you release the guilt, you release the energy, the consciousness that's connected to that physical thing, and it's all about appreciation and love. Okay, so
Yes.
if you teach him and if he just to say he just let him know that he can show appreciation, and that's a different angle to come at when it comes to that sort of thing. Okay,
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
no problem. All right, so let's get into the chart. All right, so you want to know about his spiritual gifts, his purpose, and where he would be most successful. Okay,
Yes.
all right, that's fair questions. We're gonna get into it. So his natal chart shows that he is a Sagittarius ascendant. His Mars is in the first house. It's not exactly conjunct his ascendant, all right? But
Okay.
his Mars is conjunct his Vesta. Most people, because Vesta represents your spiritual purpose, meaning your spiritual job, what you came here to do. It's a deep inner feeling of this is what I'm here to do. And his Mars, when it's conjunct that, anybody has Mars that has Vesta conjuncted, or that Vesta has Mars conjuncted, they're the type
Hmm.
that want that's very aggressive towards like their spiritual journey, their spiritual purpose. And this is Sagittarius. So your son is going to be, all right? Focus on that.
Okay.
His
Okay.
north node, which represents the purpose in his life, is sitting in Leo. Okay. It's sitting in Leo. And that right there is sort of a telltale sign that his purpose is for leadership. His purpose is for showing his talents and skills, his gifts.
Okay.
It's sitting in the
Okay.
ninth house, which rules like spirituality. It rules the way you see God in an essence. Now, Leo
Wow.
is ruled by the sun, and his sun is sitting. So, first of all, his purpose is to be a spiritual teacher.
That's beautiful. I love it.
The thing is, though, his sun is in the 29th degree, 35 minutes. That's the 29th degree is another master number. It's 2 plus 9, which is equals 11. So his even
Okay.
core being is an energy of mastery. Okay. and it's in the sign of
Okay.
Aquarius, which rules, and it's sitting in his third house. So he's here to teach information that is very
Wow.
different, eccentric, and unique. What I suggest to you is that you uh, teach him astrology. I know he's young.
Okay.
I have somebody who's actually making and creating videos teaching about astrology.
Okay.
They're doing it now so that children can have a sort of a channel to learn about astrology, which is something that is not here at all.
Wow.
The you know she's making it out of puppets, so it's like an information given, and it's something that your child can learn based upon this.
Okay.
His sun is in
Okay.
Aquarius. Aquarius on the 29th degree between the 26th, I would say 20, the 27th, and 26th, and the 29th degree are
Mhm.
astrologers placements. Also with sun from the 26th to the 29th degree, with Leo, whatever placement that may be. That's sort of an essence of that. Now, that's what I see. What his purpose is. His purpose is to teach very different, eccentric, and unique ways. His Uranus, which is the rule of Aquarius, is sitting in the fifth house. Okay, so
Mhm.
he's here also to inspire children. Okay, he should inspire children.
Wow.
So you know, now take in mind that doesn't come without problems because he's going to face a lot of problems through children.
Ooh wee.
But as he gets older, his experiences, he's also going to teach children as well. This is something that your child is going to come to do. His moon is in the
Okay.
27th degree in the sign of Pisces, which means that he is very intuitive, very psychic. One of his gifts is psychic ability. His Mars in the first
Wow.
house in Sagittarius, he's also going to be gifted in sports. Okay,
He plays football.
he's going to be amazing at sports. As a matter of fact, be very careful. You won't be able to change this. At some point, he will experience a scar on his face. It won't be a
Oh
big one.
no, please. Okay.
I'm just telling you right now, it is just a
Whew.
marking of what he came here to do. It's sort of like
Okay.
an imprint. Certain things,
Okay.
certain things has its ups and downs when you choose a chart before you come into this world. Your
Yes.
your child is also a medium, a psychic medium. He has Jupiter in Scorpio in the 12th house. Scorpio rules sex, death, regeneration. In the 12th house, the strongest part is the mediumship part, death, meaning people or spirits that are not here. So he's a psychic medium. He's intuitive,
Okay.
psychic, psychic medium. He has Neptune conjunct his Venus. Venus is already exalted in Pisces. And when it's conjunct Neptune in Pisces, he has the gift of unconditional love, empathy. So he could feel people's energies and when they're sick or when they're going through stuff. But because it's sitting on the fourth house, he also has the gift of actually like food. Believe it or not, your son will also be able to cook his own stuff when he gets to a certain age. Your son has the gift
I've been
of
teaching him how to cook.
telepathy. He's able to sense people's what they're gonna say and think. He also can sense people's energy. So he's the gift of of discernment. Is another gift. He has Saturn in the second house, and he is also has the gift of enterprise, which means that through business. Now, your son is career path because his MC is in Virgo is going to be through either health, work, and service. So he can definitely be a healer. Now,
He
take a look
tells
at
me that all the time that he's a healer. I'm sorry.
well, that's exactly what it's showing. His MC is in Virgo. Virgo rules health, work, and service, and Virgo is ruled by Chiron and Vesta. I normally flip between both. And his Chiron is in Pisces, which rules spirituality. And his Vesta is in Sagittarius, which also is an energy of spirituality. Okay. So he is a spiritual healer. That's just what your son is. He can be able to feel vibrations. He's going to be able to heal through sound, vibration. He has the gift of dreams, the gift of visions. Your son is the ultimate package. The only thing is, though, in a previous lifetime, he was very rebellious. And he may bring that same energy in this lifetime, meaning questioning what
Oh.
you ask or what you tell him to do. All right.
Yeah, I see that too now. Oh my goodness.
All right. So if I was you, opening him up to those sort of things, but also giving him the free will to choose. You have to give him a choice, a spirituality or a regular kid life. That way, that when he gets older, he doesn't feel as if it was forced from him, and he goes back to the regular life. Does it make sense what I'm saying to you?
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Because that Aquarius sun likes to go against the grain, so you give him the opportunity to choose. All right.
Wow. I love that. Like everything that you said, and this I'm very emotional, and it literally like got me in tears over here because yeah, it's a long story, but I love it. Like everything about his chart. So like I appreciate you so much. I tell you that all the time. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you.
No
You
problem.
are
No problem.
amazing.
No problem. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Oh,
All right. That's beautiful. She has an amazing and talented. That child is very, very gifted. Okay. Very, very gifted. All right. Let me see who's next. If you're on, if you're on and you're here, we can definitely get to it. I'm gonna be off this around 1:15, so better get it in. Better get it in. I think I see somebody else. 1 second. Oh, we do have somebody else. 1 second. All right. Just make sure to send your message. If you're on Instagram, Astro Einstein Quantum Healer, send your messages there. If you're on Facebook, Leslie Demetria Brown through Messenger, and we'll get to it. All right. Okay. And here goes. I think this is Mel Rowe. I'm calling.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? I have you live on my Prism on my Facebook and YouTube.
Hi, Astro. Thank you for calling.
You're very welcome. So I think I got your question. Hold on.
Yes, you've
Also
done my part before.
also Ashley Green, I have your message. I have your question. To where I get to you next, okay? All right. Give me a second. Let me see if I could pull up this question. Since I want to be clear with it. All right. You sound like you at work.
I work from home, but there's a meeting going on in the background.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I do have your, because, okay, I do have your chart still, I think. Oh, wrong one. Okay. All right. So your question is, what is my soul purpose versus earthly purpose? That's a tight one. I like that question. Because sometimes they could be contrary to each other, right?
Yes, so I've done a reading with you before, and I got my soul's purpose, but I didn't get the earthly purpose.
Mm.
So I kind of want to see if the two are related. Are they two different things? Like what's going on?
All right. Good question. Good question. So I'm gonna teach you because I'm a teacher of astrology, and I'm gonna teach you.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. We got the same birthday, don't we?
Okay, yeah, I think so.
November the 19th. Oh, okay. All right. Your purpose is the same as mine. I'm just messing with you. And plus, you're Leo rising, and your Leo rising ascendant is exactly conjunct mine as well. Your purpose in this lifetime, truth, soul purpose with your Mars is. Aquarius, North Node. No, but first and foremost, what do you remember me telling you what your purpose is?
Say that again.
What do you remember me telling you what your purpose is?
Oh, my purpose is for like the education, for my soul's purpose is the education for women around their wombs, like healing of the
Ah,
wombs.
mm-hmm. And that's due to your your North Node being in Aries, your Mars, which is the ruler of Aries, being in the seventh house of partnership, also feminine energy, and Aquarius ruled by Uranus, which is conjunct your Juno in the fifth house of Sagittarius, which represents teaching, healing, teaching and philosophy and spirituality, bringing it back to Pisces, which is about in with Jupiter rules Sagittarius in the eighth house of deep inner wounds. So you're definitely correct about that. As it pertains to your earthly purpose, I can tell you because your earthly purpose is the same as mine. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, your earthly purpose is the same as, well, a little bit, not exactly, because your Venus is different. Your Venus is in Scorpio, but your sun, wherever the sun is, right? Wherever the sun is, opposite to that is where your Earth is. Or wherever the Earth is in the chart is what it sort of points out to what your purpose is, earthly purpose in this lifetime. And your sun is in the 27 degree, 34 minutes in the sign of Scorpio in the fourth house. That means that your Earth is in 27 degrees, 34 minutes in the sign of Taurus in the 10th house. And that means that your earthly purpose is to some degree is to be rich. But I'm just messing with you. But I'm seriously, your earthly purpose, because your Venus is in Scorpio in the fourth house, is to break any kind of earthly curse dealing with success when it comes to women inside your family. The That's one of the things. Breaking the generational curse of females who are successful in who are not who are in your family, breaking the generational curse of not stepping into your success or also deteriorating your family unit because of success. According to this, that's what your purpose is, your earthly purpose, and also to apply finances and money and assets into business, creating a strong structure that is going to outlast and create generational wealth. The reason why I say that is because the Earth is here, 27 degrees, 34 minutes. Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Your Venus is in Scorpio, 5 degrees, 37 minutes in the fourth house. And your Venus is ruled by Pluto. I mean, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is also conjunct both your Mercury and your Venus. This gives information. All right, this represents your purpose in lifetime is to be rich, to break the generational curse, not to sabotage the family unit, but also to create a business structure that is going to create a legacy. All right.
Okay. I like that.
What is the biggest lesson I am supposed to learn this lifetime? Haha, very good. Are you in a relationship now?
No.
Okay. And how long you been single?
Um, Maybe about a year and a half.
What do you think is the reason for you being single?
I've really um
That's a
um
lot of ums.
well, I've been spending a lot of time in the last few years actually just reconnecting myself and just learning who I am,
Okay.
and just kind of getting back to nature and just making adjustments with me. And so, not that I've stopped dating, but I'm also just things that I used to accept, I'm no longer willing to accept. And I can see a lot of things now that I wasn't able to see before. And
Okay.
so, I I'm able to kind of, I have better filters now. That's the best way to say it.
Okay. All right. So, what if I told you that your biggest lesson in this lifetime is control, learning to release it? Because according to your chart, you got control issues.
Okay.
The better question is about being vulnerable. Your purpose in this, you are in a struggle of having control and being vulnerable. This is the biggest lesson of learning how to keep the balance. Is either you're super controlling or you're super not controlling, meaning you either run over when it comes to relationship or you are super controlling. The better question I
Hmm.
should have asked you, and if you would have, your moon in the 12th house in Cancer would have been vulnerable enough, because that's a defensive moon, by the way. That's one that's very protective, very shy, very n- not, even though you give up the essence of being, how's the word I want to use? You are an introvert, extrovert, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds about correct, right?
Yes.
Your dark moon Lilith is conjunct your moon, right? Basically, you're rich. You can't help it. It's who you are. As a matter of fact, the generations of your family comes from that previous lifetimes. You inherit that of knowing or having a feeling that you can transmute and change and transform and do something of the nature to change your life. This is something that you came in this lifetime with because your DNA that you came in this lifetime with, your family, have that same gift. Um, but your Venus right here is conjunct Pluto. One of the lessons you learn is control. Venus in Scorpio is not comfortable there. It is in total, total array to where it's supposed to be. See, Venus in Pisces is very open, very free, and is exalted in Pisces, believe it or not. There's a vulnerableness about a feminine energy. Okay? The vulnerableness is what causes a man to want to protect you. But when you are, in a sense, very guarded, you now become more masculine. Does it make sense what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
You can give the essence of being beautiful and dressing up, but that's not masculinity. Masculinity is when you are in defense, when you are very aggressive, or when you're very holding a barrier to how far or how close people get to you. That's an aggressive stance. That's what most men do, or most masculine men do. Not most men, masculine men, and that's the stance that you're taking. That's one of the things that have you single, believe it or not. Your Mars is in the 11th house, I mean, 7th house in the sign of Aquarius. The crazy part about this, you desire freedom in your long term relationship. However, you're also very aggressive um, towards your freedom or towards committed freedom. And both of those two things are sort of contrary to each other. So, your biggest lesson is learning the balance between control and releasing.
Okay.
And because your Mercury is conjunct your Pluto, you think negative before you think positive. So you're your own worst enemy in your own mind.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Now you asked the question: what state in the U.S. and/or world is best for me to live to serve out my purpose? I noticed you write 4 questions. There's only 3 questions. Which one of these you say? What are my karmic lessons? I think that's one, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. You wrote 4 questions, Mel.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I sent you four. Oh.
Yeah, what my purpose is, what's my sole purpose, what is the biggest lesson I need to supposed to learn in this lifetime, what state in the U.S., and what are my karmic lessons. That's 4. But I'll answer. Which one of those 2 would you like the answer between the what state or place in the world or the karmic lessons? Which one would you like to be?
Oh. You already answered the soul's purpose versus the earthly's purpose.
Yes.
My
And
biggest
also your biggest
lesson.
lessons.
Oh, so let's go with the karmic lessons.
Okay. All right. I like how that sounds. All right, so your karmic lessons are normally situated between the sign of Scorpio, Pluto, Capricorn, and Saturn. There's also Chiron, which is the also lesser um, signa factor of karma. Other places as well. Do you see all these red lines? Do you see all these red lines here? The squares?
Yes.
Those
Mm-hmm.
are karmics. Those are karmic points between 2 planets. Everybody has more than one karmic lesson. You have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is because you're an old soul. You're an ancient soul. All right. So that means you've acquired a lot of karma during previous lifetimes. Right.
Okay.
Um, your Mars is, your Jupiter is square to your Chiron. And that's because your Jupiter is in the eighth house of sex, death, and regeneration. And your Chiron is in the 11th house of social media, friends and associates, hopes and wishes. This shows that your 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 thing is when it comes to friends and associates, one of your karmic lessons is being gossiped about or being dragged into gossip about friends. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Another lesson with that is also because Chiron in Gemini, especially in 11th house, is learning how to communicate with friends effectively, efficiently. All right. And when it's in a square to Jupiter,
Mm-hmm.
that gives access. This means that you have access to deeper information about a person, even if they don't tell you it. It comes at your doorstep. So one of your karmic lessons is learning how to receive information and not necessarily share it out. Okay. Your Saturn, which is here in the sixth house, is in the sign of Sagittarius, which is also has a square to your Jupiter as well. And there's a connection to health. All right. Learning how to not overdo it. Do you work out?
Do I work out? Yes.
How often do you work out?
So I don't like go to the gym necessarily, but I walk every day. I play tennis and I play golf
Okay.
every week,
Okay. A
a couple
karmic
times a week.
lesson. Karmic lesson of yours is learning how to be in peace, using what we consider more. Also, you consider exercise, but having more subtle exercises like Tai Chi, spiritual practices, Tai Chi,
Hmm.
yoga, these sort of
I
things.
do Pilates.
Okay.
Yeah, I do Pilates too.
Okay, well that's pretty good. Just if you're doing that, then you're also that's a lesson that you're changing. Your Pluto is conjunct Venus. Your relationships, learning how to release control, obsession, obsession, and jealousy, possessiveness, ownership. All these things are lessons that you're here to learn. Also, relationships with women, understanding that women are going. Not all women are going to like you. They're going to see you as a threat most of the times and be secretive about how they see you as a threat. Do you understand this?
I do.
Okay. Those are your biggest karmic lessons. And also because your South Node is in Libra. And yeah, um, previous lifetimes you were more so focused on the partnership and communicating about it, talking about it, and giving that sort of consent. Like one of your biggest things is actually talking about relationships. And according to this, in a philosophical manner. And
Hmm.
you're you're supposed to learn how to focus on yourself and your own spiritual being. So this is sort of a karmic lesson for you as well. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mel. I truly appreciate you for
Thank you so
always
much,
choosing
Astro.
me. All right. All
Appreciate you. Bye bye.
right. All right. Next up is Ashley. Ashley Green, I think. I'm gonna call you on Instagram. I just love the ringtone on Instagram. Hmm.
Hello,
How you doing, Ashley?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, excellente. I don't know. Did you send the cash? The Cash App?
I did. Let me just verify it went through.
Yeah. Let me make sure because I don't see it. Let me see. Maybe it is. Okay. No. Yes, I see it, Miss Green, Miss Smith Green. This is your maiden name?
Yeah, well, my married name is Green, and my maiden name is Smith. My birth name is Smith.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure which one I should use.
It's okay. You can use either which one. Are you still married?
Yes.
Congratulations on putting up with a man.
Thank you.
And you're born the 1st of November?
Yes.
1985. My papers like to say, some people I know they're like, men ain't shit. And I'll be like, damn, why y'all be talking about men like that? Damn. I don't think so. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I can't be upset about how people feel about certain things. And you're born Harbor City?
Yes.
All right. All right. So your first question is, what is my purpose? Do you have any idea of it? Like you have an inclination of what your purpose is?
No, I don't. I'm one of those people who kind of don't. I'm not really good at anything specific. I feel so. I'm not sure.
How long have you been married?
Um, since 2018, so
Okay.
about 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. When you marry, that you sort of change, right? Like it's your whole body change, your life changes. This is people don't understand that when you take on another name, the woman changes more than the
Hmm.
man. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, numerologically, when your name change, your change. And when you change your
Hmm.
name, you add numbers or the number numerology in your name changes. So women, this is why women leave marriages more than men, is because they are the ones that change more than the men. Sounds crazy, eh?
That makes sense.
Yeah. One,
Yeah. No, but it makes sense. Yeah.
but they try to understand because they were like, because I see the gender war. Women leave men more. This is men, and I'm like, they leave more because they change more. Their names change and their vibrations change. So what do you expect for them to
Mm.
be? They cannot be the same person that they were when they got married because you're going through the government system, which changes your name.
Hmm.
How about the both of you change your name so that the numerology can match up when you get married? If you are becoming one, I suggest that you both get a name change. I know it sounds very
Hmm.
controversial, but I suggest once you get married, in order for you to stay together, that name has to change because you both become one. You're not the same person.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right. Sounds crazy. I'm gonna make a post about it. All
No,
right.
but it makes plenty of sense. Yeah.
All right. What is my purpose? Your North Node is sitting inside Taurus and is in the third house. Taurus is naturally ruled by Venus. Your Venus is in Libra here in the eighth house. Okay. So this thing would look like a horseshoe. If you count over from the AS, you see the ascendant, that's the first house. Then you see Aries, that's the second. And Taurus here with the brown, that's the third. This thing that looks like a horseshoe is your North Node. It only signifies what your soul purpose is. And your soul purpose, because it's sitting in the third house, is about communication. Because your Venus is sitting in Libra, it's communication about partnership. Because it's sitting in the eighth house, it's communication about partnerships, the depth of things which you need to communicate about, meaning secrets, things that are like they say skeletons, learning how to have conversations about the difficult conversations. Does it make sense what I'm saying to you?
Um. Yeah.
I know it sounds very, very how people like to say, very soft, meaning it doesn't sound like a challenge at all. But according to this,
Mhm.
it's a challenge. Because you're gonna have conversations about you and your partner's money. All right, because the eighth house is about paying bills, is about the other person's money, money management. All these things are communications you have to have a stable connection with. And because Taurus is the stability, you're also
Mhm.
one of your also purpose is to teach about difficult times in relationships. You're also here to teach about sex to people who are married in a relationship. Your purpose also is to experience the depth of a soul connection with a partner. That means the difficult sides and the soft sides. This is your purpose here.
Okay.
What are my gifts? First and foremost, your ascendant is in Pisces. Your physical body is an avatar, is a I would say of empathy. You're a conduit of psychic energy. So your physical body is an avatar. Your purpose is to feel people's energy, to be able to sense. One of your gifts is you are I would say a psychic medium, but more so of holding things and like somebody's, clothing and sort of feeling and whatever subtle energy that comes from it, you're able to know and feel. All right.
Mhm.
That's one of your gifts. Another one of your gifts is talking, being nosy. According to this, you were super nosy. There's a need to know. And with your need to know, your need to know is about focusing on the genealogy of your family. You see, your moon is sitting in Gemini in the fourth house of family, of generation. And one of your gifts possibly is teaching to your family, the unit you probably created, or even the family members that defect off and see you as a black sheep, possibly. Another one of your gifts is fighting for the family. That sounds crazy, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Your Jupiter's in
I do it every day.
yeah, yeah, I believe you. That's one of your gifts. It's just showing. Um, your Mars is in Libra, and that's not a really comfortable place. It means that you can be a little nitpicky when it comes to fairness in your long term relationship, and you have to learn how to get with that. Another one of your gifts is being compromising, learning how, and that's one of your gifts is being somebody who is a supporter of your partner. All right. You also have the gift of investigation, the gift of dreams, but not regular dreams. Dreams that show catastrophe, meaning accidents, death, situations. You may have apocalyptic dreams. According to the gifts, one of your gifts is the gift of dreams. Your Juno is conjunct your sun, so that you have the gift of feeling when people are like soulmates. There's a sort of a connection that you may have. You don't know this, but your South Node, your Sun, and your Juno are conjunct each other. And that's sort of a connection that you can sense and feel people from previous lifetimes, partners who were your partners. The crazy part about it is, I know you're married, but you're gonna sense a sort of eroticism when you are around somebody that you've experienced in a previous lifetime. Seeing them, sensing them, feeling them. That's just something what I see here. Uh, you have the gift of philosophy, according to this, and yeah, psychic medium as well. Like I tell you, psychometry. So those are the gifts I see here. Okay.
Okay.
What do you need to know? As a Pisces rising, being married, you have Virgo on your seventh house, which means that you could be the nagger. Learn to stop nagging, nitpicking. Even though you are very compromising, you also still nitpick at the things that you compromise with. Does that make sense? What I'm saying to you?
Yes.
Okay. Learning how to relax with that. According to this, you have Leo in the seventh house. You come from a lineage of hypertension, hyperpressure. As a matter of fact, Oh, your son is in Scorpio. Is your father alive?
No, he passed away.
How did he die?
Cardiac
He
arrest.
had a heart attack, right? Exactly. The chart
Yes.
shows that you come from a lineage of heart attack. I know that I should have told you that before you tell me that. You see, the reason why I say that is because you have Leo on the on the fifth, on the sixth house of health. Leo rules the heart. You have your son, which represents the father, in Scorpio. Okay, that means that one of the things that you need to do is exercise, or you yourself will suffer the same fate as your father.
Okay.
Do you even exercise? Be completely honest and real.
No, I don't, but I need to.
Oh, you need to. Now, this may sound crazy, and people
Yes.
don't like to hear me talk this because I like to be very direct and straightforward. All right? You don't exercise. You got kids?
Yes, I have a son.
You have a son. You don't want your son crying for you early,
Yes.
right? You don't want your son crying for you early, right?
No, I don't.
You don't want your partner crying for you early, right?
No.
All right, so according to this, you and your partner need to exercise because
Okay.
he himself comes from a family of that as well. Your Juno is conjuncted your son. That means that there's a possibility that if you don't, both of you don't get into exercising, your life will end earlier than you want to.
Okay.
I know that was heavy, but I gotta lay it on you heavy.
No, it's a worry of mine. It is something I worry about. So you hit it on the nose.
Well, if you hear me say it,
Yeah.
if you hear me say it, then you better get to it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for choosing me to help guide you in this lifetime. I appreciate you for, choosing me.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see who else is here. Oh, I think I saw my cash app went off again. Let's see. Did it go off again? Oh, we got Jania. I got Jania. Let's go. I'm calling you. Let's go, Miss Savvy.
Hello.
Hey, one of my favorite students in the world. How you doing?
How are you?
Well, today is a good day. You know, today's Thursday.
Hello. Yes, it
Oh
is.
yeah, oh yeah. So you off the hook today? No class for you
Nope,
tonight.
tomorrow. And guess what? I have to fly out, so I'm hoping I get to where I'm going early. So,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So what these questions is?
how are you?
Oh, all right, all
Yes.
right, all right. You want to talk in code, or you want to talk straight?
I do want to talk in code.
Okay,
You
all right,
already catch my drift.
all right. Yeah, yeah. Of course, you know that. When I saw it, I was like, okay. So I'm gonna need an alias. Okay, I'm gonna need a name.
What do I call him?
Yeah, what you got? What you want me to put?
Uh,
I gotta put a name here, so you gotta give me something that you can remember.
okay. Day Day.
Day Day. Okay. All
Can
right.
you hear my iPad?
I can hear the echo.
Oh man, because it's a delay, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, I can hear you though.
Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear. All right. So glad that we're talking in code. Ain't nobody will be able to see his name. Okay. Just want you to know. And where'd you get this type of birth from?
Where'd I get what?
Where'd you get the time of birth from?
From him.
Okay. All right. We ain't gonna call no name, okay?
Okay.
This is Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a male. All right. So, what question you got for me? Because you just put the information. I'm glad of it. So, come on. You got 3 questions, real quick.
Oh, I want you to just tell me what I need to know. Um, okay. Spiritual gifts.
Spiritual gifts. His spiritual gifts naturally. First and foremost, he's a pleaser. He got Mars in 29th degree inside the 12th house, so you ain't got to worry about. He gonna take you to your. Oh, sorry, I should be. All right, all right, all right. So let me just. All right, so his spiritual gifts is he is compromise. His moon is in Libra. He's a natural born diplomat. All right, he's gonna say the things that you need to hear. He's a smooth talker.
Honestly, or
Well, yeah, because his third house is Sagittarius. All right.
okay.
So most, no, a lot of people like to say Libra men are liars, but
Mm,
Libra rising men, they speak the truth because of Sagittarius being there. And only if Jupiter is actually afflicted are they compulsive liars. Oh shit, he got
and
Jupiter
I
conjunct
noticed.
Neptune. Damn. Okay. Let me let's
What's that?
let's take it back a step.
I was gonna say
So
I noticed his moon and rising are conjunct. So,
yeah, he could be a little bit more softer than most men. Okay.
hmm
Just want you to know there's a softness about him. Don't say I didn't tell you. He also has Saturn in Aries. That's another affliction.
hmm
Okay.
I saw that.
All right. Just once be clear about this, and you know what you're getting yourself into. He's a homebody. His sun is in the 11th house. I mean, 11th degree conjunct his Mercury. As a matter of fact, he has a Kazami. Kazami is when the Mercury is sitting directly, or planet sitting directly in the heart of the sun, which means that he gets information from source, God, consciousness. All right.
Mm.
He has Jupiter conjunct Neptune. His spiritual gifts is he has the gift of dream, psychic ability, intuition, gift of empathy. It may be suppressed because it's sitting in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn in his chart is in, as you know, it's in fall. It doesn't like being in the sign of Aries. So I could say that he has these gifts, but it's suppressed. He's also
He
psychically
also has karma with relationships long
most
term.
most definitely. I would say because the Saturn is sitting in the seventh house. All right, it's
Mm.
exalted by sign. I mean by house, but it's in fall by sign, and it's conjunct the south node. So that's
hmm
definitely an affliction of past life relationships, and not necessarily because of what you think. It's because his Mars is in the 12th house in the 29th degree, and he would work a little too much in previous lifetime,
Yes.
and he
Down
sacrificed
too.
he sacrificed his long-term partnership and relationship for work. This is a
Mm.
karmic essence of him. So not necessarily what you may think. Oh, but let me look at his Vesta first. His Vesta. Oh, another thing is in previous lifetime he had two homes.
Mm.
So, yeah, yeah. Just know that that's probably he's gonna be offered more than one relationship for sure. There are gonna be quite a few people who love it. Just want you to know, you may not be sharing this mind by yourself. He has some karmic experiences. You possibly are one of them as well. You actually may be
Hmm.
his karma, not him yours.
Right now or in the past life?
In previous lifetime, man, in this one as well. You are in this lifetime, right? Mm-hmm.
Mm.
There you go. Now, just want you to understand that this is something that's bound to happen. Another thing that he has that I take a look is that there's a possibility that his dad may not be his dad, and he doesn't know. Now, people be like, "Well,
Mm.
I look just like my father." Aha. A lot of people look like their dad or consider their dad, but according to this, there's a possibility, a strong one at that, because his sun is in Capricorn. Neptune and Jupiter conjunct each other, conjunct Vesta in the fourth house of lineage. Whenever I see Neptune is sitting in the fourth house, clear indication that there's some lying or some missing information about the legacy or lineage from which you came. I know this is a fact because his Saturn is in Aries. It does not like being in Aries. at all.
Mm.
And that means that there is some discrepancy on the daddy may not be the daddy, but the daddy don't know. The daddy may be a family member of the daddy,
Mm.
and the daddy don't know. But that's just that's too much implication because then they got to bring in the mummy, and she could be like, "No, that's never happened." So I don't normally talk about that. Okay, just want you to understand that I don't normally talk about that.
Okay.
All right. Not knowing in in Libra in the first house. Last thing I'm gonna tell you is, oh, he's a free spirit. His Venus is in Sagittarius, so he probably won't be completely. He probably won't be just with you. Freedom is very important in his relationship. Also, friendship. So you got to be his friend and a lover at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that sounds right.
Just want you to understand. Once you understand it, you get it, right? You get it? Got it? Good. um, yeah. That's what I see. Based upon this for now. Third house, he could talk anybody. Oh, his purpose in his lifetime really is to thrive inside of, or to be the leader in his marriage, long term relationship. All right, his
The
children.
leader in a relationship?
Yeah, like the lead.
Hmm.
Why you say it like that? Like as if it better be you. You better
Oh,
because what?
no, 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 no. Because I've been looking at his chart for a while now, but I thought he was in his purpose because I met him when I was working at the insurance company, the car insurance company. I'm not gonna say its name.
No, don't. Oh, okay.
But something was in his third house, which is short-term travel, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
See, you're still mixing up. How did I get with his purpose when his North Node is in Libra?
Oh, okay. Okay.
His North Node is sitting in his first house in Libra, which means his purpose in his lifetime is to be a leader in his relationship, in his marriage.
Uh-huh.
As a matter of fact, his Juno, which is the rule of Libra, is in Aries. Now, Aries is
Hmm.
not comfortable. Juno is not comfortable in Aries, but it has to be that. So he has to be able to be the leader in a relationship, even whilst being with a woman who is aggressive.
I'm not aggressive.
I know, right?
Okay.
So that's what I see here. Any last questions before I go? Because I gotta go.
No, no more questions.
Uh,
Thank you.
all right, no problem. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you always. All right, bye.
Uh,
All right, let me switch over. And yeah, that's how it be. Right. All right, y'all. Everybody, it's a pleasure. It's an honor to always be of service to you guys. All right? Always. It's about 1 o'clock. My time is up here. But my time is not up with you. And I would say I appreciate y'all for following me on Instagram, on Facebook, even on YouTube. And just be kind. Be loving to each other. And know that you may be mean to yourself by being mean to somebody else. And anybody that sent a cash app, you can private message me. And we will. There's the only reason why I do these questions for so cheap is because you're coming on live. You're exposed. You're being a part of my business. I don't. If you want to do a reading, my readings are $100 for an hour. You get to drill me with questions. It's worth it. I used to charge back in the day $200, but because I want to reach everybody, everybody gets it. I make it affordable for you. All right. With that reading comes a natal report, a progress report, and also a forecast for the year. Can't beat it. Like an amazing deal. All right.
Junior going crazy.
And if you did send me any cash out, just message me, private message me. We'll talk about it, okay? All right. I won't leave you hanging. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe. It's your boy Astro. Thank you very much.
Going crazy. Junior going crazy.